Girls show me love when they panties hit the floor. I said the panties hit the panties hit the floor. I said the panties hit panties hit the floor. I said the panties hit girls show me love when they panties hit panties hit the floor.
This is DJ Kraz. We're here for Hog Blog with Nico from the Beat Kidz. How you doing today?
Good, man. Hanging out. Having a good time.
Awesome. So just starting out, just tell us like your name and where you're from.
Okay, yeah. My name is Nico, like you said, from the Beat Kidz. I have another member with me. His name's Duncan. Good homie. He actually plays live drums and whatnot. And I originally wanted to do dubstep, and I still, produce dubstep and whatnot. But I thought perfect. Dubstep's got that rock vibe, so let's try it out. And we mainly ran different styles of both hip hop and some trap at the beginning, and then dubstep. So we were trying to mix those three together, and so trying to get the hip hop just to get some familiarity, whatnot, and the drum sections would come in really nice, especially with like the drum and bass. We also try to incorporate that a lot too.
So he would play like trap drums live, like
yeah,
the hi-hats, like
exactly, trap drums, and then with the dubstep, it was mainly like he was originally in a punk band, so he was doing those really aggressive, like fast-paced snare hi-hat hits, like really fast, really and it worked really well, especially with those really strong roar oscillating frequencies and whatnot. So that's basically how we went at it.
So what are your influences? And I know you moved here from California, so how has Miami influenced you so far?
I'm originally from LA, moved out here to Miami. It's cool. I mean, Miami seems it's the birthplace of Miami bass music, kind of like the precursor to trap. It's just subs, 808 subs, 808 snares, and booty. That's it,
Booty shaking music.
Yeah. As far as for the the music I'm making now, it's more focused around bass, more focused around trap, or what you would call electronic trap these days. A lot of the influence definitely comes from the South, which is nice. I'm like right here now.
What do you think is the greatest contribution to your success so far?
I'm still working. I'm still pushing hard. We won the Discovery Project. We got to play at their event called Nocturnal Wonderland, which was amazing. We got to play for a ginormous crowd. We were in one of the large hangars. We had everything set up for us. I mean, we felt like the pros, and it was great feeling. My main focus right now is producing tracks. I'm just trying to get as much quality music as I can out there. I've been fortunate enough to have get a few premieres on some like YouTube channels, whatnot, just kind of push forward.
What's your opinion on the rise of bass music, and now trap is taking over some of the other genres, and what do you think about that?
I mean, I think it's cool. Like, I always think there'll be like a bass section at every festival or electronic event these days. I think that will always constantly evolve. I think it'll always either get faster or slower. I think people will always try to figure out a new way to express hip hop and electronic at the same time. So I think the way it's going now is really cool, because I think a lot of these kids have grown up with other trap artists and listening to a lot of
the early 2000s hip hop is usually, like, for a lot of the trap guys, is what their influence was.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't have said that any better. Exactly. So it's really cool that they brought their taste, into electronic music.
So what's next for you as a producer or as an artist?
Kind of my main focus right now is like working with other artists, other trap artists, or other genre DJs and producers right now. I just finished a track right now called Leanin'. It was just, this cool cat named Eddie the Hedgehog. He just hit me up. He's like, hey man, check out my track, and it blew me away. And I'm like, hey, let's make it. Made the track, and we got it premiered with the White Knife. He does like a really big, trap compilations on YouTube, which was nice, and that was really cool. We did a nice little premiere with him.
How do you find that long long distance collaboration, does that work out well for you? Like you just send a track back and forth and something finished, you come up with a product at the end or something?
It works really well with me because I'm generally more like automating with the mouse and the keyboard, so it's kind of easy for me to. It's easier for me because it helps me just kind of like I can maybe focus maybe 3 hours on one little section, you know, where it could get tedious if you're working with somebody else. You know, they may want to move on or may want to, you know, the speed is a little. My speed's probably more slower than most, which is fine, but you know, I like doing that kind of like long distance. We can go back and forth and, you know, really fine tune something, you know.
All right, any advice you have to producers just starting out? How to I don't know, production or promotion type advice?
Okay, yeah. You know, production wise, keep it simple. I mean, don't worry about all these, like, you know, I know in my little tutorial that we filmed earlier, you know, it's I showed a lot of like you know, cool VSTs or, you know, audio units and plugins and stuff. You know, sometimes all it takes is like some really cool little sample, some reverb, maybe a little some distortion, and you could have a track right there. Promotion wise, I mean, sometimes you're gonna make music that like you think's great and you show your friends and they're like, oh dude, this sucks. It's like, who cares what they think? You know, I've had tracks where people have said this has sucked. I've sent it out and it's been 10 times better than I thought it would. But you know, so don't listen to them. Just send out. Just send out what you like, and
you never know who it resonates with. Maybe in a whole different country or something.
You'll never know who it resonates with. That's, I mean, you couldn't say it any better. You'll never know. You know, I did like a dubstep, you know, remix of Muse, and you know, I showed them, and people weren't really like vibing it, but I actually sent it to another homie who was working at K-Rock. He's like, hey, great, you know, there's a radio station on K-Rock, a radio station in LA called K-Rock, and they had a DJ hour going there, and they played it, and I was like, that's awesome. Dope, you know. So my best advice is just go with your gut, you know. Yeah, go with your gut, kids.
Now you can mention your contact info, Facebook, SoundCloud, links, and all that. Okay,
yeah. So, you know, if you want to check us out, we're on SoundCloud, and it's, you know, soundcloud.com/the Beat Kidz. You can check us on the various YouTube channels. You guys gotta check out the White Knife, especially if you love trap. White Knife, great channel, great mixes, twerk, trap, festival trap. I mean, he's got it all. And then you could also check out our stuff on All Trap Nation. They do more of releases, just single releases. Great stuff, great content, different, you know, a little more on the hip hop side of trap, which is cool. You know, not too much on the electronic, but you can check it out on that. And you can check out our we're on Instagram, Beat Kidz. We're on Twitter, Beat Kidz. And then, yeah, you know what? And actually, the easiest place to get you go to beatkidz.com, and it's got all the links right there. Real easy, real simple. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it.
This is Bass Hog in the studio with Nico /BDK from the Beat Kidz, and hope you enjoyed the interview. Check out his links, check him out. Dope beats.
Girls show me love when they panties hit the floor. I said the panties hit the panties hit the floor. I said the panties hit the floor. I said the panties hit. Girls show me love when they